Hi Sanai, how are you doing today? Alright, so today I'm going to be teaching you, in conjunction with the cooking class for September 30th, how to make a balsamic glaze at home. This goes in conjunction with the caprese salad that we're going to be doing in class. But this is going to take a little too long to do during classes, which is why I'm doing this video now. Okay, so for balsamic glaze, what you want is a cup of balsamic vinegar. If you read the ingredients, just make sure that there's nothing extra besides the grapes, grape must, maybe some water. We're going to be using low sodium soy sauce, a teaspoon and a half of honey, 1 teaspoon of the soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of butter. Make sure it's real butter, not margarine. There is a difference, so make sure you use butter. 1 cup of your balsamic, and then also a fresh sprig of rosemary. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on. As soon as you turn it on, you want to add your balsamic and your fresh rosemary to the pot. You always want to add it to a cold pot. Don't put your vinegar into a hot pot, because once you put it in there and if it's hot, as soon as that liquid hits, you're going to get this steam bath of vinegar and you're going to be coughing and hacking. You're going to be, you know, runny eyes, the whole works. So always put it into a cold pot. This way you won't have that instant steam vinegar action happening. So what we're going to do, depending on the strength of your stove, the age of your stove, whether it's electric, whether it's gas, we're going to let this reduce down until it's about half. And once you're at about half, you're going to add in the rest of these. But again, when you're, depending on the age of your stove, mine is pretty old, so sometimes the heat works well, sometimes it doesn't. So this should only take about 15-30 minutes before it's about halfway reduced, and at that point we'll finish it off. So it could end up taking anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes, again depending on the power of your stove. So this is just the beginning. We're going to let this reduce down a little bit, and then after that we will come right back. Hi. Okay. So this has been boiling, simmering down for about 10 minutes. It's reduced by about 1/4. But if you can tell, and I should have shown you this at the beginning, so the back of this is starting to pull up. When it had not reduced any yet, it would have just come right off. But the longer you reduce it, the more syrup-like it's going to become, and eventually, you'll be able to draw a line down the back of a spoon or a spatula. And once that line stays there, then you're pretty much sure that that point is when it's time to add just the rest of the last of the ingredients. So we're going to let this simmer down for about another 10 minutes. We'll come back and probably finish it off. But if your vinegar is starting to let off some fumes, make sure you put your vent on. Because my cameraman is dying back here a little bit. So anyways, alright, so we're going to let this simmer down about 10 more minutes. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. We've let this simmer down for about another 10-15 minutes. Sorry. The cameraman is still coughing.
Just hit. All right.
Okay, so what we're going to do, if you want to come this way a little bit more. Okay, so what we have, you can see it's a lot more syrupy. See how it's sticking to the back of the spoon? Now at this point, I've turned the heat down to about a medium-low. We're going to add the honey, which is again a tablespoon or teaspoon and a half honey. We're going to add the soy sauce, low sodium, and the 1 teaspoon of butter. Again, make sure it's butter, not margarine. And then we've also taken out the the rosemary. So what the butter is going to do in this, it's going to combine it a little more, give you a little bit better mouthfeel, gives you that creamy texture. And the honey is going to add just a little bit of sweetness to offset that pungency from the vinegar. And then the reduced sodium soy sauce is going to give you that little bit of saltiness. So you're kind of getting this all around. You get the sweet, you get the salty, you get the pungent going on at the same time. So we're going to let this simmer down probably about another 5 minutes. And once it's finished reducing, combining, coming together. So again, I've talked about keeping the glass bottles that you have for herbs and spices. So this is one thing that I like to keep in here. And there's going to be enough to probably come to about right here. And this is going to last you for about a week to 2 weeks if you keep it in the refrigerator. If you're going to take it out and use it, you can put it on salads, you can put it on grilled fruit, you can put it on grilled veggies, you can put it on, you know, an array of different items. But if you take it out from the refrigerator and it's still a little solid, you can put it into the microwave for about 10-20 seconds, loosen it up a little bit, and this will pour just fine over whatever you decide to use it for. So, like I said, we're just going to finish letting this cook down. We're going to use it tomorrow in class, so join us tomorrow, you know, during class. Try out the salad, try out the chicken dish that we're going to do. But if you do try this, let me know how it goes. All right, we will see you in class. Have a good day.